Greetings, fellow traveler and viewer. Welcome to Sleep Tarot, where we do tarot card readings in a slow and quiet style similar to those late night radio shows. Before we begin, please keep in mind that this is a broad reading, so if you find a particular idea or theme that you feel a strong connection to, bring it along with you on your journey. And if not, let it float on by. Today we're going to be doing an all signs pick a card reading, where we will draw 3 cards and assign an item to each. This gives you an opportunity to choose your reading based on how you resonate with the item, and then a second opportunity after the cards are revealed. Perhaps the card reveal will reaffirm your initial decision, or perhaps it will open new avenues for you to consider. Feel free to watch one or all of the readings. Remember, the choice to explore is always up to you. So, we will also be drawing 4 signs for each card, and this can apply to your sun, moon, and rising signs. But feel free to choose whichever one just resonates with you the most. You can choose by your sign, but also how you feel connection to the item or the card or combination of all 3. Okay, so let's take a look at the items. For the first card, we have this glass artwork. For the second item and second reading, we have this golden pocket watch. For the third reading and card, we have this figurine of a fairy holding scales. This is actually made of silver, although it might not look like it. It looks more like pewter, but it's actually made of silver. Sterling. Okay. So, I'll give you a moment to choose your reading based on the item. Okay, now let's review the cards. For the glass artwork, the glass orb, we have the artist, an oracle card. Creation, human creation, exploration, dreaming of new worlds, manifesting your vision. For group number 2, was that going to fall? There we go. For group number 2, we have the pocket watch and the chariot. Wow, it's a beautiful combination. Sense of divine timing, of channeling both resilience and forward progression, forward strength, drive, and resilience. Moving with both those energies. Okay, what is above, so below, within, so without. Okay, and finally for the silver figurine with the scales, the fairy, we have 4 swords. An interesting version of 4 swords with the lotus, intuitively knowing when to rest, but also standing firm, knowing you've gone through a lot, but you're able to take a moment to breathe. Very different look to that card than normal, with the purple. Okay, now we will draw 4 signs for each reading. Let's move these up a little bit. Oh, okay. I hope you're doing well today. Before we draw the signs, I just want to quickly mention this channel is very new, and everything that you do to interact with this channel actually has an outsized impact than normally it would. So any liking or subscribing is very much appreciated and actually more impactful. You actually have more impact and influence than normal because of how new this channel is. So every interaction is very much appreciated, especially comments and subscribing. Okay, so we're drawing 4 for the first reading. We have our 4. For the first reading, we have Scorpio, Leo. Is that Capricorn? No, Sagittarius. And Cancer. Okay, actually, interesting. That was the exact same from before. We'll leave it. We'll allow it. But I'm going to shake up these stones a little bit more than before so we make sure we're not just drawing from the top again. Those last readings had that exact same combination, so let's just make sure. Perhaps the energies are just aligned right now with those four. But we also want to make sure that we're adding a little more randomness and serendipity to the events of these videos. So, okay, we're drawing four more. And for this group, for group number 2, we have Aquarius, Libra, Pisces. Okay, one change. We have Taurus. Last time that was the same group as well, except Taurus was not involved. So Taurus was not here. So, maybe it's just the stars are aligned for some groups right now. And that's why we're not getting much change. This is just a day old. This is from yesterday's reading. It's the same drawing here. So, but before it was in group 3, so things are changing a little bit, right? Okay, final 4. We have Gemini, Virgo, Aries, and Capricorn. Okay. So, interesting grouping. It was very similar to yesterday's reading. The only change, it seems, is Virgo and Taurus has swapped. Although the placements have changed, and also the items and cards have changed. So, hey, this is just the wheel of fortune, right? Moving along. Things changing slightly right now. Maybe not a big change for most. Or at least what change is happening seems to be grouped with the same elements and signs. Okay, so we'll give you a moment to choose based on sign, item, and card. How you resonate the most. And remember, this could be sun, moon, and rising, so it doesn't have to be one specific one. Okay, let's begin with group number 1. Greetings, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the glass orb alongside the artist. This is kind of like dreaming up the future here. Very beautiful combination. Okay, this also applies to the signs Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, and Sagittarius. Let's see what it is the cards have for you today. What story do we see from the cards? Okay. I hope you're doing fantastic. So, in the current position, we have 5 of Cups, a sense of loss, spilling over of the cups, but of 2 hidden cups behind. There's a silver lining. There's something more to be seen. There's actually some good. There's some good coming your way. Even though right now you might be kind of dwelling on something that isn't pleasant. Okay, in the past we have 4 of Wands. There's a plan for some kind of stability, some kind of plan in the future. And we have 7 of Cups, so there's a lot of choices. You're kind of moving towards something of stability, but something feels like a setback or a loss in some ways. Future positions. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Kind of resolve in financial and material situations. Kind of going at it, kind of going for the money in some ways, but also standing your ground in certain ways. This can be in multiple situations in emotional ways. This can apply to kind of putting your guard up a little bit, but also being very focused on your future, and it kind of ties in here. Focused on that growth, that maturity, that stability, that ability to provide kind of continually in the future, and standing your ground on that goal. It can also be a sense of defending your wealth, standing your ground with that. Don't spend too much. Okay, and then we have on things that are frivolous, and then we have justice, balancing it. Kind of having knowing the right things to do, knowing the right things, the right choices to make. Okay. Well, this looks like something of maybe a little bit of being overwhelmed, kind of being a little scared of committing, kind of maybe losing some momentum, but then reaffirming yourself and moving forward with confidence and making the right choices, the true right choices, kind of rebalancing from the past. Creating a world, you're very creative and you have a vision you want, a manifesting vision. Okay, let's go a little deeper. We'll be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Let's see what goes a little deeper. One. Okay. Is anything else kind of obvious? I wouldn't say so. But that is, wow. Okay, we're going to put it out there. I'll put this to the side. Interesting. Temperance. Temperance and justice. The future. Patience. Patience. What you've worked for is coming to you. Patience. It will come in due time. Okay, current position clarifying the 5 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Okay. This immediately ties to if you have a lot of friends going, hey, let's go out tonight, let's go to the, the bar, let's go to the club. That might be draining your energy. In the past, we have 7 of Swords. In the past, you might have been a little dishonest with yourself about what was happening. Perhaps you were dishonest about what you truly wanted. Or maybe you were, white lies kind of thing, but I don't see that really. This is more yourself, your goals, your internal goals, your kind of, I don't see this can be a positive card in some ways. I kind of see this as an energy of, borrowing ideas from others. It can also be one of, just not being truly honest about a situation in whatever form that can manifest itself. In this way, it feels like it's more dishonest about what you're being dishonest to yourself about what you truly want. And you're missing opportunities then, because what you truly want, you're not going for. Okay, and then we have the Death card, clarifying 7 of Cups. An interesting combination, especially with this deck, 7 of Cups. This is a sense of options are closing, and that's okay. Because what you really want aren't those options. And this is a sign of a new cycle to beginning. Anyway, you have the sun in the background. Oh, sorry. Group number 1. There's a helicopter. Let's wait for that to pass. As some doors close, new ones open. Remember that. And don't work too hard. Don't think too hard about what those closed doors are. Think about the ones that are opening for you. And be strong when you see those doors open. Take those chances when you know it's right. When you know in your heart it's right. Go. Make that decision quickly and take action. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands manifesting and clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of hard work, perhaps like putting in a lot of effort, which is good. This is one of those things where, friendships are good, but sometimes you need to protect your energy. If you're going to go out with friends, make sure you are in charge of yourself, of your energy, and you don't allow it to be taken. Right now is important. You need to stay You need to stay clear and stay focused on long-term visions. And it might feel like kind of you want to blow off steam, right? But what you really need is to avoid that. You actually want that steam right now, because that steam's going to get you over the hill. And then we got temperance, patience. What's going to happen is going to happen, but you got to give the universe in your life some time. It comes in time, divine time. Okay, let's go a little deeper. What is it that you want? What are you trying to dream up? Okay. Chariot. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, clarifying. Okay, you choose to take your own. You choose to hold on to your energy. You might see friends, but you're not going to go out to the club so late. You're not going to go drinking and all that stuff. That's not for you tonight. That's not for you during this reading, during this time. You're taking on action where you're going to dedicate yourself. This could be one of those things where you got invited to a family event as well, and you're just I just can't do this right now. I just can't do this. Or a friend group's wants you to hang out, and you're you're building up your energy. You're not ready to release it yet. So you're making that choice to focus on, building yourself up. Aligning the energies, resilience and drive. Actually realizing, you were lying to yourself. Let's get this other part of you back in line. Okay. In the past. Yeah, there's some movement in the past. It seemed like there was a whirlwind of options. And it felt like, I want all of this. You want everything, right? But you can't have everything. And it's oh man, not making a choice. Some of these options, they went away. But that's okay. They weren't for you. They weren't meant for you. They weren't what you wanted anyway. Are we missing a card? Strange. I missed a card there. Huh. Wheel of Fortune. Fortune's turning your way. And clarifying. Justice and temperance is. Justice. Look at that. Justice, temperance. That's a lot of strength here. A lot of strength. Your fortune's going your way because you decided to avoid releasing your energy and hold on to that energy to put it into a driving force towards something you truly want. It's going to take a little bit of patience, but you're going to be strong, and it's going to balance out things. Next time you're invited to this kind of event that would take away some of your energy. Of course you want to be there, but sometimes you go and you just leave and you're exhausted, right? Or you wake up the next day and you're like, man, that was not where I wanted to put my time and energy. That kind of feeling where you care about the people that are inviting you out. You're not trying to ignore them. You want to be there with them, but sometimes, no, you need to build up. You need to build up that battery. You need to swap out that battery first. And then you're going to have that strength, that kind of Energizer Bunny energy. It's going to allow you to take all of those aspects of yourself where you have responsibilities and really drive it forward into something truly, purely balanced and good. We have the High Priestess, of course. The High Priestess has to make this is High Priestess season. I guess October, huh? High Priestess season. A sense of two forces locked. Something hidden behind. Something ready to be revealed. Something felt and known but not articulated. Leos, Scorpios, Sag and Cancer. You have some water energy here. And fire, huh? Water and fire. This is building up steam. It's like a boiling room, it's like one of those old school trains. You need to throw some coal and some water into that boiler. Have you ever seen those? The old trains, the real old ones. The ones with the steam powered trains. That's the kind of understanding I'm getting. This is one of those things where you have a lot you're trying to make happen. You have that 10 of Wands. You have all these things you're trying to put into place. And if you have people kind of asking you for your time and energy right when you're starting to put all this stuff together, it's not going to be enough drive to get that train moving. So you need to put yourself first, really, in this situation. Doesn't mean being selfish. You always want to help people, but you got to remember when you have what it takes to give some, and you have to know when it's time to give it to yourself. And right now, you're giving it to yourself. And then look, you're going to be this like patient, sitting high, able to make those decisions, thinking, cutting through all the distractions to just really make the right choices, making all of the right choices. It seems like getting all your habits in gear, waking up when you want, doing what you need to do, getting those things done. It might be with, having those good conversations with lovers and with family, like the real kind of like cutting through the crap and getting to the point and really making effective changes. Beautiful. Group number 1. This is an interesting reading. This is a boiling of energy that's building and building and building, and soon you're going to have it focused and able to cut this way and that and really get to the center of what you need. You're going to be manifesting that dream of yours. Put the energy into your dream. Group number 1, can't wait to see you soon. Take care. Hey, group number 2, reading number 2. You chose the Golden Pocket Watch alongside the Chariot. And this is also for the signs Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, and Pisces. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to be drawing 5 cards for now. Okay. I hope you're doing well. Current position, we have the Hanged Man. Do you feel like there's been kind of stagnant? Things have been stagnant. You kind of just been going day to day lately. The past position, we have Two of Swords. Could go either way. You made choices that you just weren't sure about the results, how the results would be. In the past, you had Emperor. You did, though, claim your own energy. Recently, in the past. And you really, truly are. You're taking hold of that energy. But then you got put in a position where you didn't know what choice to make. So now you're kind of not making a choice. But that's a choice within itself, remember that. Okay. In the future position, we have 6 of Wands, but there's going to be something worth celebrating soon. And it's going to lead you to a spark of a new understanding of life, some new thought or idea. It's going to be a real driving force for you in the future. Okay, let's go a little deeper. This seems very interesting, starting with the Emperor, moving into stagnant. Perhaps you claimed a lot of energy for yourself. You wanted to move quickly, but you didn't realize, having claimed that amount of energy, that sense of like authority of yourself and of your domain, you didn't realize what kind of choices were going to come with having that kind of responsibility and power. And then you're like, well, I've never faced this kind of question or this kind of choice before. A lot of cards just saying, pick me, pick me. Okay. Apologies if there's any sounds in the background. The water is on. Another room. Okay, clarifying the Hanged Man, we have 8 of Cups. In the past, clarifying the 2 Swords, we have the Death card, a new beginning, a new cycle. And clarifying the Emperor, we have, the 10 of Pentacles. That's quite an interesting combination. Perhaps there was an authority figure in your life that provided you a lot of safety and security, but you chose to move on from that. Or it was just time to. Or perhaps you took on a lot for yourself and you were claiming ownership of a lot of high, powerful energy to create an environment that was truly stable and abundant. But it came with a lot of choices. And now you're kind of maybe there's analysis paralysis, kind of, too many choices, can't make one. But in the future, clarifying the Six of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands, movement, speed, but celebration, very positive. And clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have the High Priestess again. High Priestess, loving to come out. High Priestess, this is High Priestess season, for sure. Last month was Emperor, now we're in High Priestess, for sure. I mean, the Emperor's here, though, so can't say, not ignoring him, but he's in the past right now, and we have Priestess in the future, right? Lately it's been a lot of, everyone's kind of been getting, there's, like, at least all of the readings, I get a sense that you're capable of a lot. Everybody. And everyone's kind of reaching a point, and this seems like a more broad, global theme. Everyone's reaching a point where they've staked claim to some goal, some talent, some group, some idea, some sense of self. And it's provided something, but it's not what everyone's looking for. There is something, it feels like people are kind of waiting. There's a plane coming. Make a pretty loud noise. It seems like people have kind of graduated into a new point in their lives. There seems to be a global chapter shifting, where what people want, they know they want something else, and they're ready to move on from it. And once they do, it's gonna happen quickly. But there's still some like pent-up energy that needs to be revealed. I think this is that spark of energy, of ideas. Swords are kind of an interesting suit. I think it's, we have the wands here, which could be this could be celebrating like exercise, getting yourself moving again. This could be one of those things where you really want to hit the gym. Just gotta let go and start. You just gotta go. There's plenty of places that are welcoming and happy to invite you. Sometimes that intimidation can stop you, but it's not worth it. You just go in. You'll be fine. Being at the gym is great. That's just an idea. That's just one track, but this is more of a celebration of movement in general. Could be you're moving. Could be you're finding your own place. Could be you're finding, there's some mindset that's coming in the future. It's going to be revealed. It's one that you already know internally, but you're not able to articulate it precisely yet. But when you let go, it's going to move quickly to that. And it's going to be one of celebration. Let's go a little deeper. Okay. Cards just falling right where they want to, huh? We got two here. We'll put one to the side. We did that for the last reading as well. Okay. Clarifying Hanged Man and Six of Cups. We have Ace of Wands. Okay, so some creative spark is coming in that's going to lead you to this fast-paced movement. Creative spark leading you fast-paced movement to a new mindset. This is a spark of drive. This is a spark of getting moving, like that idea, that creative energy that just gets you up and moving. You're going to be up and moving. In the past, we had the moon. That's interesting. I mean, this kind of applies. There was something unrevealed or unknown alongside an end of a cycle. There was an end of a cycle recently, and we're starting a new cycle here. And clarifying the Emperor and Ten of Pentacles, we have, Eight of Swords. Okay. Perhaps you're in an environment where there's an authority figure. Someone else is kind of dictating the realm, so to speak, and you feel trapped in that. And you felt trapped in that. And you still feel trapped in that, but you're ready to move on. Some kind of energy, some force is keeping you in place, but you want to go somewhere else. Clarifying. 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Is that it? Oh no, 9 of Wands. Okay, interesting. Look at all these wands here. So we go from very fascinating. Pentacles, swords, right? Very big cards as well. Death, Emperor, Moon. Sense of authority, strength, but also locked in place. Safe, but locked in place. Feeling like there's gotta be a different way, right? Wanting to make a choice, but not sure what that choice could be. Wanting a new cycle for oneself. Feeling an urge to move on, but still feeling stagnant, not making a decision. But then finally knowing moving on has to be the right choice. And that spark of energy, that spark of creativity on how to do it comes. But it might feel like that movement comes it comes quickly, but what you're really looking for isn't there yet. And you're like, what? I'm happy. I'm making the choice to actually make this move, but there's something missing. And that new idea comes, right, with the Ace of Swords. The idea that really brings a new mindset. These aces really start this new cycle that's happening. The death is ending the old cycle of being stagnant and held down. And now we're being released and allowed to move on and find that silhouette, like that kind of proud moment, that feeling of joy we're seeking. Intuitively, you already have this understanding, and that's coming, and it's going to lead to like some real interesting insights. Clarifying. Ace of Swords, High Priestess, we have Ten of Pentacles again. Look at that. This is an interesting loop, huh? Where we once had kind of this strong authority holding down, locked in place, safe but locked in place, we move to a new day, a new mindset, a new structure, one that has intuition, a balance, really strong balance, but still holds that safety and stability. The Empress wouldn't be surprised. That makes perfect sense. Look at that. We're going from Emperor to Empress energy here. Now that's really interesting because Emperor is very good energy. It's strong. It's kind of like, you're going to wake up every day at 5 a.m. in the morning. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to go to work, or you're going to go to school, and you're going to get stuff done, and you're going to be on point. You're going to get those A's. You're going to take everything you need. You're going to go to classes. You're going to go do sports after. You're going to be fit, healthy, strong, regimented, and everything's going to be locked in place. That's Emperor, right? Empress is, there's going to be a creative abundance. There's going to be prosperity. There's going to be a selection of natural elements intertwined with this sense of capability. Like this is being out in nature, like, and just, deers walking up to you. This is, you creating something that people love and like really truly enjoy. Like people come to you for the source of creativity and spark of ideas. But it's not one that's focused so much on regiment and order, but one focused on natural flows and letting go, but then just like summoning so much potential and energy. And in some ways this can be, sometimes the Empress is pregnant, sometimes there's a sense of like creating birthing of something new. It can be new life, it can also be just a new project, a new idea, but one where there's real command. Like both of these are real command, but the command's a different energy with the Empress. It's a little more free flowing, right? Intuitive, creative, bountiful. New mindsets coming. Beautiful stuff. End of an old cycle. I mean, not necessarily a bad one, but one that was more strict. Feeling a little stagnant in this kind of energy, this trying to stick to the same schedule every day. Celebrating movement towards something new. Perhaps going to a new environment. Perhaps you're moving jobs or changing your role. But whatever it is, you're changing your mindset especially. That's really important. It could also be, I don't necessarily see a relationship, specifically romance or anything like that specifically in this storyline, but it could be. I mean, there could be some romance that you're like letting go of, and you're looking for someone a little more balanced and tied to nature. But it's all coming in divine timing. Group number 2, reading number 2, pile number 2. Thank you so much. Subscribe so that I can see you again soon. Can't wait. Take care. Greetings. Group number 3, reading number 3. We have this silver figurine of an angel. Or not an angel, a fairy, more so. A fairy holding scales. Above a sun, maybe? And we have the element of silver symbols within here. This is sterling silver. It is not pewter. And we have 4 swords. Reading you group number 3 reading, we also have Gemini, Virgo, Aries, and Capricorn. If those are what you're choosing by, your sun, moon, or rising, I hope you're doing well today. Let's begin the reading. Okay. A couple coming out here. A lot coming out. And one more. Okay. So in the current position, group number 3, what do we have? What do we have in group number 3? Current position. Justice. Oh, Queen of Swords. Sorry, guys. Queen of Swords. Similar energies, though. A little bit more focused on intuition. It does not want to stay still. A little more focused on intuition. Leaning more towards intuition, but still making a very discerning decision-making. Very good decision-making. Okay, in the past we have King of Swords. Well, look at that. Okay. King of Swords and Queen of Swords together. Wow, a lot of strong energy together. I like seeing them together. And before that we had the Devil. Perhaps something at one point was holding you back. Distractions, procrastinations, those things in life that kind of hold you back. The guardian of the forest, kind of what is keeping you from finding yourself. Could often be, addictions, just, could just be cell phone, on your phone, could be, habits you want to stop, could be that person that's like keeping you back even though you know what they're doing is wrong, and you just need to work up the courage to move past them, to not allow them to stop you. Not final nemesis, kind of, but more what's keeping you from truly going on your own journey, finding yourself. What is holding you back there? Well, whatever it was, you're finding the strength to move out of it, to move past it, to kind of weave in and out and away from that kind of blockage, that guardian of the unknown, of finding yourself. Okay, in the future we have the Well. That internal sense of creation, that internal sense of new. Interestingly, tying it with the Devil would be blocking you from looking in and getting that water from the well, getting that source of inspiration that can really drive you towards finding yourself. This could also be finding that lover. You might have met a lover that's making you kind of elevate yourself to match that energy of someone you've just recently met, and you're breaking free of anything that was holding you back. You're realizing that's not the stuff that's gonna attract that energy of King of Swords. Being the Queen of Swords is going to really attract that energy, and that means letting go of things that are holding you back from being yourself. But what are you? Who are you? Finding yourself here. A lot of choices, huh? Seven of Cups. This is an interesting Seven of Cups because this is one of finding yourself as well. You have all these things, you have all these cups, but there's also a guardian here, right? Another threshold guardian. This serpent is blocking some of the options. But getting past that, you get to more options, you get to better options. Getting past that energy of blockage. Breaking through the blocks. Let's go a little deeper. Let's go into the Well. Alright. Are you feeling stagnant right now? I just got that. The Hanged Man, just kind of revealed itself when I picked up this deck, so I thought maybe you felt that for a moment. Okay, here we go. We're just going to cut and draw from here. Okay. This one want to come out, and every single group has had one of these, so we'll leave it there for the end. Okay, clarifying. Queen of Swords. Page of Swords. Okay, interesting. Don't rush into things. You know, find yourself. You're finding yourself. It takes time. Yeah. Three of Cups. Perhaps you met someone at a party. You really did feel like things were weighing you down, but, you know, part of it, you might have been focused on the work that you had to do, all the responsibility that you felt was overwhelming you, and you might have been distracting yourself from those responsibilities. But you just met something or someone, something came into your life that's making you want to do much more. You want to rush into something new, a new idea, a new relationship, a new mode of being, finding yourself, elevating yourself, clarifying the well. We have Eight of Swords. You know, that's interesting. I said, like, I saw the Hanged Man pop out for a second when I was shuffling. You might feel stagnant. You might feel like you're waiting for something to come into your life, but that, you know, the thing about the Eight of Swords is the figure can free themselves. The figure has everything they need to break free. They're blind to that right now. They're blindfolded, but they actually could easily walk out of this situation. There is a solution, and it's within you. Clarifying. Seven of Cups. We have the Star. Excellent. Okay. You know, this journey is one of healing for sure. You're breaking free of old habits. You're aspiring to be with someone or be with some energy, to align yourself with something, and you're doing it through bettering yourself. Now, don't rush, but know that that drive, that feeling of wanting to go, go, go is good. Harness it. Channel it. There's these habits that were blinding you and keeping you back from being that queen or that king, whichever one it is. You know, these can apply to both, because here you have analytical, sound decision making, and here you have intuitive but still very structured thinking and decision making. You know, very combining the two turns into like the justice energy. And look what we have, this balance here, right? This is sound decision making. Maybe these aren't representing people in your lives, although they could. They could definitely represent yourself and someone else, or vice versa. They can also represent just very sound decision making on both fronts, the left and right brain, kind of, you know, bringing it together. Let's go a little deeper. Oh, we got 5 that came out all together. Let's see what we get. Clarifying. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords. Queen of Cups. Emotional. Intuition. You know, finding that those moments of joy, those kind of like going to a play, going to a concert kind of energy. But also knowing where to put the resources, knowing where to put the spiritual energy. Really having command of spiritual energy and emotional energy. Clarifying, King of Swords, and 3 of Cups, we have the Emperor. And that's interesting, we have the Queen and Emperor going with the Queen and King. Very masculine energy here. Perhaps you met someone with masculine energy, or you found some form of masculine energy within yourself. Clarifying the Devil and 10 of Wands, we have 6 of Cups. Okay, so like perhaps reminiscing, perhaps scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or something. You know, reminiscing, being distracted by the past, past habits, past ideas. Nah, we're moving forward. This is a new cycle. This is a new cycle stuff. But it's a new cycle that's coming from like truly having, like really finding like there's power within sound decision making. Okay. Clarifying the well. And Eight of Swords. How you breaking free? Knight of Pentacles. You know, moving forward soundly. Also being wary of, you know, actually finding benefit with whatever decisions you're making is going to benefit you financially. Clarifying. Seven of Cups and the Star, King of Cups. So then we have like these cups energies down here, huh? A lot of strong energy here. You really are someone who's channeling something, finding someone or something that's really going to break you into a new era of your life. One that's really focused on healing, making sound decisions. You know, you might feel a little stagnant right now. That like chest feeling, like, I can't make that decision. You might be fearful of making some decisions that are new, that are going to bring you into a new place. But they're going to benefit you. You know if they're right. Avoid old habits. Be structured. We have the Hierophant kind of overlapping here. Be structured. Perhaps there's a traditional means of getting what you want. This could be going to school, marriage, you know, elevating yourself through traditional institutions. Doesn't mean following all of the rules of those traditional institutions, but it does mean looking towards those traditions and seeing where some things work for you. What works for you? That's traditional. Also aligning with the spiritual. Put that here. With this healing through spirituality. Could also be healing through a real beautiful union with someone. Either like becoming really close friends or really close lovers. Choosing the right choice, making the right decisions for someone who's, you know, emotionally bountiful. Someone who has strength, but also has a soft side, right? Kind of going for that Prince Charming, that knight in shining armor, rather than the bad boy in some ways. And that could either be looking for that kind of relationship or embodying that kind of energy, right? Go for Prince Charming, don't go for bad boy. Not right now. We're elevating shit right now. Ooh, I shouldn't say that. Sorry, guys. We're elevating stuff right now, huh? Okay. I might edit that out. We'll see. All right. Well, group number 3, you know, aligning to a higher resonance, a higher frequency is the story of these cards. Really finding those little pathways towards those lines of flight towards a higher energy, something that, you know, can have strength and resolve and resilience, something that can be strong and kind of be a bad boy energy, but is aligned with good higher energy goals. You know, something that's healing, finding those paths towards relationships that heal you. That doesn't mean sacrificing anything. That means just finding the path towards healing. You're going to be amazed at how much you can have in the future, whether it be a relationship or a role of your own, whether it's what you want to be doing or what you want something to happen. All of that can be attained through a healing process, and it doesn't have to look like one way or another. Let go of old ideas. You know, you think someone who acts this way has to be this kind of person. Let go of all that. You know, there's new recombining energies here. Things are recombining. There's new combinations happening here where like we're reshuffling the cards, huh? And we're going to find something based on real sound decision making and breaking free of stagnancy through creatively thinking, hey, maybe maybe you can have the cake and eat it too. Maybe you can have all of it. Because then you'll start to see new options popping up. Maybe these ideas that I always thought it had to be this way is not how it has to be. Maybe it's not how it has to be. Maybe there's some good in this, but there can also be some good in that. Finding kind of a cohesion of all these energies to find that perfect element that you're looking for. You're going to find it, and I can't wait for you to. Group number 3, subscribe so you can see me again soon. Take care.